Ma. Shit fire. Save matches. Shit fire. Save motherfucking matches. Shit fire. I hit the button too soon, can you tell? Cool. On the tablet, let's get the charger plugged in. How are we going to do that? I need an extension cord. It's getting really hot in here. Don't need this anymore. Y'all come back on in. Comment down below if you were here just before so that I know who's returning. Oh, fuck, it's hot, man. Never wear this again. Ever, 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 ever. Whew. Are you kicky, Jiggy? Are you kicky? Sorry. Popping my collar. Welcome back in, y'all. All right, Masonic Order, here we are. Masonic Order. Yeah, I know all about them. I think that the Assassin's Creed Valhalla game and all of the games before it have it pretty much right. It's how it's worked throughout history. If we don't understand our history, we're doomed to repeat it. The Masonic Order. Where do you want to start? Is the guy here that requested this topic? Thanks for the gifts. You guys mean so much to me with these gifts. You know, it's not a lot to gift, but it helps out when you have a lot of people doing it. And all that... Wow. I've never had one of those. Thanks. It helps out when a lot of people do it because all that money's going to help an addict. It's going to help someone homeless. Promise. You have my word. Fucking... Look at this mane and tail, bruh. I found his horse shampoo, and I swear my hair's grown like this much in like 3 weeks. It's amazing. Fucking hey, I love it. I love me, and I love you, and I want you to love you. And that's why I do these videos. So let's get to it. The Masonic Order. Why do I think that Freemasonry controls everything in our world? Because here's my reasoning. It's been happening for hundreds of years. Like century after century after century, the order survives. And they initiate new members into the order. That's why I said Assassin's Creed has got it pretty much right. As long as you're getting them young and starting them when they're 1 through 7 and programming them with the beliefs, it's pretty easy. Anybody ever watched that documentary about white supremacy and the kids that were raised around it? They don't know anything else. Why? Because of the fucking programming that comes from ages 1 to 7. The anonymous sect has the hold of these two programs right here. How do I know that? Because I know what Masonic writing looks like. I know what Freemasonry literature looks like. Why? Because it's in the Catholic Church. It's in words like Lord. And when they capitalize a word that doesn't need to be capitalized inside of a sentence to denote its power, it's all over this thing. And so, but when you're anonymous and you remain anonymous, you have to validate your points. Thank you, Celeste. You have to validate your points through trust. You have to you have to validate your points by getting someone to... how to word this? Someone else is validating their points for them. Here's what I mean. The doctor's opinion. It's an anonymous group of people giving you their beliefs. Using I and we. Who's we, motherfucker? Who is we? Do you got a list of the names that wrote the literature? No. We of Alcoholics Anonymous believe. Fucking believe. Belief becomes reality. We of Alcoholics Anonymous believe that the reader will be interested in the medical estimate of the plan of recovery described in this book. There you go. First off, you're an addict, you want recovery. They're going to start off by showing you that, hey, we got a medical way to treat it, backed by some science. And in order to show you how badass our program is, we're going to get a doctor to validate our indoctrinated fucking dogma. So to establish trust, you got to whom it may concern. I have specialized in the treatment of alcoholism for many years. In the late 1934, I attended a patient who, though he had been a competent businessman of good earnings capacity, was an alcoholic of a type I had come to regard as hopeless. In the course of his third treatment, there's that number 3, that very significant number 3, he acquired certain ideas, you know, that as long, an idea could be true or false, as long as you accept it, it's truth. It doesn't matter. It doesn't matter if it's a lie. It becomes truth once you accept it as truth. So ideas concerning a possible means of recovery. A possible. This is in the 1930s, when alcoholism was at its prime because of the Great Depression and people losing all their fucking money, and it was a big problem. Here's where you know that they're using the 7 Hermetic principles against you. The law of mentalism. Impressing is done on the subconscious mind. When you impress something, it's impressed upon your subconscious. As part of his rehabilitation, he commenced to present his conceptions. That's esoteric. His conceptions of his world to other alcoholics. He started presenting his conceptions to other alcoholics, impressing upon their subconscious mind, impressing upon them that they must. They must. Does that word imply you have no choice? I think it does. That you must do likewise. This has become the basis of a rapidly growing fellowship. I personally know scores of cases who were committed, who were of the type whom described previously, that other methods failed for them completely. Like pretty much saying that everything else sucks, it doesn't work, and I'm a doctor, and I'm telling you this is the way, and this is the way that works. All right, but if you just fucking turn the page up here and go to the next page, am I backwards? Let's get to where you can see the writing. Okay, pay attention to the language. Because of the extraordinary possibilities of rapid growth inherent in this group, they may mark a new epoch. Ooh, big word. Epoch in the annals of alcoholism. They've created this big bad monster known as alcoholism. And now it's a medical disease. And you got to treat it with a medicine prescribed by a doctor. That spells, if you're spiritually awake, an industry. It's an industry. Why cure a problem immediately that can be treated for a lifetime? The physician who, at our request, was it done with a gun in his hand? Did you hold a gun to his head and say, write this fucking letter to validate our fucking points? And we're going to put this in the Library of Congress. And then we're going to start indoctrinating the masses with these beliefs. We're 100 years into this. It's so deep that people attack me for helping addicts recover a different way. They go to my content, they leave in my comments, "You're going to kill somebody." Nothing trumps free will, motherfucker. Nothing. As laymen, anybody know what a layman is? It's a part of the church. A layman is a member of the church. He's ordained. Oh, I'm sorry, it's a non-ordained member of the church. So it's like a deacon. A bishop. Is a bishop? I don't know. I don't give a fuck. Anybody ever prayed out to God and said, "Oh man, I feel so much better for talking about my miserable life to God"? I've never felt better. Ever. And I've prayed a lot from a complaining, blaming, poor, pitiful me state. And I've never felt better about it. But when I learned the power of prayer and how to use it in the present tense to be grateful for what you don't have so that it shows up in your life, shit started happening for me. I said, thank God. Where's my book at? It probably fell down behind the... What the fuck? There it is. Thank you, God. Thank you, universe, that I'm a published author. I haven't sold a lot of copies. This is the Amazon copy that I created, but this got me a scholarship. It got me a fucking publishing contract with Dorrance Publishing. Excited. They wrote me a letter of acceptance saying this book's an amazing work of upheaval and renewal. They responded to my email where I turned in my manuscript in 3 days. So if you just look deeply at everything that life gives you, there's meaning. There's stuff happening right in front of you that could help you connect to your power. I was gifted at English. I was gifted enough to write a book. And now the book helped me connect more to the power because one publisher wrote back in 3 days and said, "You know, it's a great fucking piece of work." So I was like, damn, well, I need to take this ability and start writing the complete recovery blueprint. And then for the past year, I've been coming up with the ideas and they're here. And so for the next year, all I got to do is write the book and then make the audio book and then create the course. You can't stop this, Illuminati. Suck it. The guy that was here about Freemasonry. Is he still here? What exactly is Freemasonry? I don't know and don't give a fuck. I don't call it Freemasonry. I call it the Masonic Order. And I don't know a lot of fucking about it. But what I'm referring to as the Masonic Order is a group of people that keep themselves hidden and they teach the they use the 7 hermetic laws of mentalism to trap and enslave other people. That's what I call the Masonic Order. What's up, Stormy in the house? I see y'all are interested in this, and so I'll make this the topic for tomorrow. I gotta go. It's 12:05. I've been here since 10. But I'll come back here same time I'm here every day to talk about this with you guys. Give me a topic in my comments, and I'll go over it. I'll study it the night before, come up with my own ideas, and then fucking come here to help you work through it yourself. If you are stuck, if you're hung up, I'm not, and I can help you get over that. Why do we use in the first place? To numb, to drop out, to forget. You don't like your reality, but you've been unwilling to take the actions it takes to get to paradise. Paradise, it requires you moving through pain and suffering. Moses moving through the Red Sea, promised land on the other side. Red Sea stands for fear and doubt, and you got to move through it, not around it, not over it. You got to move through it in order to get to the promised land, and that requires the suffering of sacrifice. Sacrifice more, my friends. Time, energy, give. What's little ways that you can sacrifice? Take the shopping cart back, pick up the trash. Just fucking give more than you take. Jay Frank, man, I love you, man. I love you. You've been a supporter of me for a while. Thank you. Intensely. Anything else? Any other questions? See, there's a part of my spirit that wants to stay here with you and continue this all day. And soon I will. I'm at 8 subscribers now. Once that gets to 500 this year, I'll be making a living on TikTok. I'm already getting a check, which I'm taking to pay half of it pays my bills. The other half is investing in building. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. I've failed so many times. But I know that failure is the pathway. Like, it's learning. Why did you fail? Start dissecting it. Stop being your worst enemy. Be your best friend, because you're amazing. And I remind you of that every day. I'm going to leave you the same way I leave you every single day. By reminding you that you're full of unlimited potential and you have gifts that the world is waiting to benefit from. Go out and give those gifts. Make it your mission to spread love and light. I love you. You're amazing. And I hope that you have an equally amazing day. Peace out.